It seems that Valve knows how to count to 3 after all, as they are making 3 full virtual reality games, and apparently they're not just going to be small VR experiences that are just a tech demo basically, they're going to be full games, and this was described as such by Gabe Newell himself. And he said, quote, "Right now we're building 3 VR games. When I say we're building 3 games, we're building 3 full games, not experiments." Unfortunately, he didn't have any actual details on the game themselves, but basically said that they'll be making use of the Source 2 and Unity engines. Whether or not 2 of them are using Source and the other one Unity, or the other way around, we don't know, but they are indeed using those 2 engines. Now, it goes without saying that a lot of the speculation surrounding these games is going to be is one of them Half-Life 3 or is one of them Left 4 Dead 3? I mean, it's entirely possible because people have speculated in the past that they won't make Half-Life 3 until there's a new technology for it to kind of for it to champion. But I'm skeptical on that. I mean, if it is, great, fantastic, sign me up. I'm just saying, let's not take this as Half-Life 3 confirmed just yet. Now, that isn't all that Gabe had for us in this particular discussion, as he discussed his feelings on the PC platform versus console, and unsurprisingly, he much prefers the PC. And he said, quote, "We love the PC right now, a lot. We get really frustrated working in walled gardens." So you try to talk to someone who's doing product planning on a console about free-to-play games, and they say, "Oh, we're not sure free-to-play is a good idea," and you're like, the ship has left. There have been cases where we've updated products 5 to 6 times in a day. When we did the original iOS of Steam app, right, we shipped it, we got a whole bunch of feedback, and like the next day we're ready to do an update. We weren't able to get that update out for 6 months, and we couldn't find out why they wouldn't release it. They wouldn't tell us. This is the life that you have in these environments. And then finally they shipped it, and they wouldn't tell us why they finally shipped it. So for us, while we're spending all of our time trying to be as tunnel vision, this loop with our customers, to all of a sudden have this complete uncertainty about doing updates like we don't know how to operate. We're just too stupid to know how to be a successful iOS developer, because for us, everything that we do is to make our lives easier and build tools to make other software developers' lives easier. We don't know how to do what we do. I'm sure that other people are wildly successful in those environments, but sort of our DNA tends to not work well when someone is trying to insert a lot of process between us and our customers. And obviously, while he was speaking about iOS there, consoles themselves are also a walled garden. You have to pay to actually patch or update a product. A product obviously has to get past Sony and Microsoft's quality control. Well, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying it is something that is to be considered. And again, the paying to update a game is something that not all developers can afford to do. If you've got a small developer, that cost just might not be something that they can afford at the same time as doing the PC. There are all sorts of concerns to consider when working on a console versus the PC. Now, of course, PC has its own problems and flaws, but it is anything but a walled garden. At least, not yet. Hopefully, that never changes, because that is one of the coolest things about gaming on PC, that we have mods and all that, and just generally more freedom, of course, when it comes to development as well. So, some interesting comments from Gabe there. I'm sure what interests you all the most is, of course, those 3 games they're making. To be honest, I think at least 2 of them are new IPs, and the other one maybe will be Left 4 Dead. I can see them updating that more than they might do Half-Life, but, that might be too optimistic. I'm skeptical about it being either. But, it's definitely possible. I'm not going to say that it's impossible, but let's just go with unlikely, shall we? Again, I'd love to be wrong. It's just been so long. Anyway, that is me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.